In this video, I'm going to show you where you can use a new image model from Google called a Nano Banana 2 Lite. So this is actually a new class because previously we only got Gemini Nano Banana and then Gemini Nano Banana Pro. But now we have a level below it, and this new Lite model is meant for something or someone who really likes low latency and also much cheaper price. So this model is generally quite similar to the regular version of Gemini Nano Banana, but it is way faster. According to Google, you can generate up to 21 images in under 1 minute, whereas the current regular version of Gemini Nano Banana 2 can only generate up to 3 images. So I think the Lite version is perfect if you like to iterate image or if you want to generate more images with less time. And also the price is half the price of the regular model. So it is also great if you are a developer and you are implementing this model on your project, or perhaps you are using a Google AI subscription but you don't want to burn your credits fast, then this is the model to go. And generally speaking, I would say the quality is basically the same as the regular version. Now the question is, where do you able to use the Gemini Nano Banana Lite model? Well, at the moment, according to this announcement from Google, you can try generating or editing a picture using Gemini Nano Banana Lite via Google AI Studio. But this is not the only place you can access the model. There are many other places that you can visit, and I'm going to talk about that later in this video. So if you want to use the model, you can navigate to aistudio.google.com and you can log in to your Google account. Now there is one thing interesting in Google AI Studio. If you subscribe to the Gemini subscription, especially Google AI Pro and Google AI Ultra plans, then you can enjoy more usage limits, more benefits in Google AI Studio. So basically they're kind of merging together under the same usage limit, so you don't have to bring your own API keys to be able to access some big models in this platform. Now speaking about Gemini Nano Banana, to access the model, you can open the side menu and then go to images. As you can see, we got a Nano Banana 2 Lite, also known as Gemini 3.1 Flash Lite image. This is still very new and you can see the pricing right here. So it is I think the official number was $0.034 per one image, and that is in the 1K resolution. So one image is this amount of money. Okay, just select the model. And here, apparently, if I want to generate the pictures in the model, I have to upgrade or I have to bring my own API key. So let me just, perhaps, I will try to generate an image. Perhaps there could be a miracle. Okay, I'll just copy it. Because sometimes randomly it can generate an image even without providing an API key. Okay, it failed. So yeah, I cannot do it. So in case you are not subscribing to Google AI Pro or Google AI Ultra plan, then you can bring your own API key. To do that, just navigate to the Get API Key button and then go to Billing. And after that, you can, you have to navigate to Billing and then you can top up some funds into your account. So it is, the minimum is $10. And after that, you can use that balance to start using some models from Google inside of Google AI Studio. And of course, you can also use it for your own project. You can put it into your website and many other things. Okay, it failed to load data for some reason, but I do have $10 of credits on my account. So anyway, I'm going to go back to API keys and I will create a new API key. Let's call this one Nano Banana 2 Lite. And I'll select my own project, create a key. Of course, you are not supposed to share your key to the public. So once you generated your key, make sure it stays private. I'll delete this key anyway after this. And you can copy it and then you can close that window back to the dashboard. And you can select that key. Actually, you don't have to copy the key. It should be available when you click the Get API Key button. Oh, sorry about that. That's not what I meant. Oh yeah, forgot. You have to click this button instead. So upgrade to unlock more, or you can also click the settings icon, and then you can choose the key. Okay, it's not here anymore. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, I suppose I have to click that button indeed. So I have to click upgrade, and then I will select Gemini API, continue with paper requests, and I will, okay, perhaps I'm going to change that. I'm going to select that key, Nano Banana 2 Lite key, next, and then select the key, and there you go. So I will just copy my prompt, send the message perhaps. Okay, I'll just use the default settings and send the message. So according to Google, in theory, you can generate a picture in just 4 seconds. And there you go. So it wasn't exactly 4 seconds, but I think that's still very, very impressive. I think it was 6 seconds perhaps. And yeah, I would say the quality is basically the same as the bigger model. Now, this is just one option. The other place you can generate a picture using the model is surprisingly free. So if you go to flow.google and then you sign in using your Google account, you can generate images, actually a bunch of images, without even consuming your credits in this platform. So I don't really understand that. In some places you have to pay, but in other places you have to pay, even though they are still part of Google and you are using the exact same accounts. The same account. I think Google really needs to consolidate everything because they have so many AI tools out there and many overlaps. So yeah, I'm hoping that in the future we can see just one unified body of AI tool from Google. But until then, this is the way to go. Okay, I will copy my prompt. Let me just copy perhaps this one. And in the settings right here in the agentic mode, you can open settings and you can you can switch the model to Nano Banana 2 Lite, and you can select the aspect ratio, though this is more like a recommendation rather than a hard-coded setting, because you can always discuss that with an AI agent and you can even choose a different setting on the fly. But I'll select Nano Banana 2 Lite, save, and I will tell AI to create this image, paste, and send the message. So this is a short prompt. This might take a bit more time because the prompt has to go through an AI agent, and an AI agent will use that prompt to generate the picture. Okay, it is still generating 2 images. And yeah, that's one way to do it. Okay, this is just a place if you really want to generate content like images and videos. You can go with Google Flow. This is just the best place to do it, especially if you are a filmmaker or you want to create some media content. There you go. So yeah, we got 2 images and it doesn't use my credit. It stays at 250 credits. So yeah, it's just really strange that it is not consuming any of my credits. Now, the other place that you can use to generate images using the model is not Google, but Arena.ai. This is a very famous location if you really want to see the leaderboard of best models out there, but we want to generate a picture. So to do that, you can start a new chat. Oh, by the way, I do recommend to sign up, and then you can sign in using your account, because that way your images will be stored inside of your account, so you can revisit that later. Now, click battle mode and switch to direct, and select the model to be image, and of course we want to use Nano Banana 2 Lite. So again, the code name is Gemini 3.1 Flash Lite image, also known as Nano Banana 2 Lite. Select the model and you can start generating a picture. Let me just perhaps copy the prompt. I do have this. Let's try this one. And as you can see, Nano Banana 2 Lite. And yeah, of course, you can absolutely use the model for image editing. There you go. So it was really quick, and it is again free. Now, I do suspect that on Gemini, I mean the Gemini website, it does use the Gemini Nano Banana 2 Lite model. I think there is no reason for Google to use the bigger models like the regular and the Pro versions, given that the Lite model can do more or less the same thing at a fraction of the cost. Now, Gemini does not mention the model that it used. If you ask it a question like, can you tell me what AI model that you use to generate the picture, it won't give you any definitive answer. I think that's deliberate, but for my testing, given the speed and latency, I think it has a sort of auto reroute under the hood. It has an auto reroute feature. So if your prompt is too complex or you have plenty of preferences, then it will use the bigger models. But if it is a simple editing like removing the background or changing the color, then it will go with the Lite model. That's my theory. I have no way to prove it, but I think it is just too reasonable for Google to not apply that. But anyway, that's how you can access the cheapest Gemini Nano Banana model at the moment from Google. You can go with AI Studio, you can go with Google Flow, and even Arena.ai, and perhaps in theory it is also the model that is being used in the Gemini platform. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you like this video or if you want to see more cool things about image generation, then you can subscribe to this channel, and also don't forget to check out the other videos that I do recommend in the description down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.